day, YouTube! Welcome back to the Monster Hunters Anonymous Club. We here are addicted to blowing monsters up with TNT and other explosive devices and raiding the world of the New World. Not the video game by Amazon. The Monster Hunter world. Yes, there's been a big flurry with the whole Monster Hunter genre recently, and me and my bandwagoning shenanigans have decided to jump on board with it. And to kind of coincide with playing the game live on Twitch, we've been watching a bunch of content to really sup our palates with a taste of monster meat. Please stop taking everything I say out of context. You eat the monsters in this game. It's that simple. It's that don't extrude context that doesn't exist. I know where your mind is going. So, with that being said, I've been suggested to watch a video, and I try to promptly watch videos without any prior watching so that it's all unbiased. I was suggested to watch a video called How to Monster Hunter, so that even with me and my 100-odd hours playing this game, I might finally be able to learn how to play this game. So if you want to learn how to play Monster Hunter, and maybe this will incentivize you to give it a go, and give you finally an understanding about this intrinsically complicated game, we're all going to do a learn. So put on your learning caps, put on your spectacles, and sit back, pull out your notepads, because there will be a test on a test on this after the video. So if any of you guys get less than a 50 score, you will be sent to the pit. I'm just saying. So let's see what Punk Duck has to say about Monster Hunter. And what we can glean from this.
I'm feeling pretty dead right about now.
Okay, death is natural.
Oh my god.
Okay, the game is a spectacle. Yes, we knew this. And I don't want to see anyone cheating, by the way. We're watching this as our revision. You go looking up the answers to this quiz or test beforehand.
Monster Hunter is an absolute masterpiece of a game.
Yeah.
Finally, a video game where I can beat my meat in front of animals without having...
You see, I'm not the only one who has an insatiable hunger for meat. It is just how you become playing Monster Hunter. You become very meat-pilled. No vegetarians allowed. Pescatarians, maybe.
To make an awkward twitlonger about it. It's got one of my favorite combat systems of all time. The armor and weapon designs are some of the best in the business.
I'd say the combat system is definitely one of the biggest selling points of this game, especially for those of you who have played for example, I don't know, Dark Souls or whatever. It's got enough similarity to that kind of stuff that makes you feel really juicy whenever you pull off an epic combo.
Bogged down by some completely whack design decisions. Who's the brainiac?
Yeah. For every one good decision, there's equally another decision that's way too convoluted for no apparent reason. Like, whoever designed the armor system the way they did, I'm sorry, but that was when I first picked up this game, I played for a solid 15, 16 hours initially, and the second I had to start learning the armor system, I completely fell off. I gave up with the game for almost 2 or 3 months before I came back to it and tried it again. And it's that same sentiment that we talked about before, where you will hate elements of this game that will push you away, but then you remember how good the combat is, and the parts that are good will keep you coming back.
That decided cutscenes should be unskippable.
Oh, the handler.
And they're like... bad. I actually can't see in this cutscene because my guy's armor is so fucking massive. Big chungus in the house.
Again, if you're playing, this is one of those games. If you're playing for the plot, I'm not saying you're doing it wrong, but you're doing it wrong.
Monster Hunter Freedom 2, and I'm so happy that
I'm not even sure what the story is in this game, other than the fact you're a bunch of researchers.
But let's get down to business. What do you do in Monster Hunter?
In my experienced and well-versed world, what you do in Monster Hunter, and I would like to think that I'm quite knowledgeable in this, is commit tax evasion. It is a tax evasion simulator. The monsters are merely an allegory for modern society, and you, the independent hunter with the blade, are merely cutting down the patriarchy to prove you don't need no society to abide by modernism or whatever. You are an independent person. You are going to live the way you want to. Fuck society, screw taxes, eat the rich.
The first hurdle you'll have to get through, besides the character creator, the cat creator, the fucking unskippable cutscenes again, and the fact that navigating the ancient forest is like trying to escape the Sky Williams house, is the combat. If you're new to the game, you might dismiss it as feeling clunky, and if you're a Twitch streamer, you might hate the thought of commitment. That's why I always give new players the same piece of advice.
Commit is crime.
Fuck the quests, fuck the monsters, fuck everything. You go to your training room.
Don't you call out my furry antics just because I want to lay the monster rather than slay it. That is my prerogative, duck. And I will appreciate it if you don't call out my degeneracy. Thank you very much. Just because furries have commissioned me to draw monstrous creatures banging doesn't mean you gotta make me feel self-conscious for it. That is my decision, and my decision alone. If they didn't want me laying the dragon rather than slaying it, they wouldn't have given them the come hither me eyes. Oh, right! Fuck off! Why would you raise me as I said that? No! Okay, now that I'm done addressing the heinous amount of prejudice I'm getting for being a monster fucker, I would appreciate it if you could let it calm down now, thanks. Listen, it's important that you understand that if you're not a monster fucker, you're the weird one. If you play Monster Hunter and don't at least have some sense of, hey, I'm gonna fuck it around you, then I'm sorry, you're the problem, not me. I'm just saying. Just own up to it. Own up to it. We are all monster fuckers at heart.
And you beat the ever-living shit out of this long until you find something that gels with you. There are 14
or
different
you do what I did and don't realize that room
different,
exists
each
for the
of
first
them
50 hours of playing and then have the struggle bus of figuring out whilst fighting monsters.
Great sword,
and then you spend, you do the appropriate thing and then resort to playing nothing but the twin blades for literally the most of the time because it's the easiest thing to play. And then you figure out later down the line that you couldn't play different weapons and the other weapons are just as satisfying to play, if not more, but you didn't want to play them because they look mildly complicated and complicated things are hard. And the only thing worse than something that's complicated is something that's tough and complicated. And I think I'm overthinking this, but that's the point.
Got it. The bow. Ranged attacks, but you're built like a Smash player.
So we're going to have Ducky explain each of the weapons so I don't have to.
Small milky numbers. Not really my style. The charge blade.
What do you mean? What do you mean the dual blades aren't your style? They're literally the easiest and most approachable weapons in the entire game. They're quick, they give good room for movement, and the reason why I picked these initially is because I could spin around like a Beyblade. That was until I found the insect glaive, which allowed me to spin around like a Beyblade, but vertically.
Not really my style. The charge blade. Charge blade's actually pretty easy. So how it works is you have two modes, the sword and shield mode and the axe mode. If you want to actually take full advantage of the axe mode, you're mostly using it. If you'd rather use axe mode on the other hand, those are generally really slow. Hammer goes bonk. This is the part of the video where door number 2 opens, and I admit that everything I've said up until now has been a big fat fucking lie. This isn't Monster Hunter, it's Menu Hunter. Most of your playtime is realistically gonna boil down to making spreadsheets to figure out how to slaughter this innocent animal in the most efficient.
With fairness to this, though, at least it's not EVE Online, which is basically Pie Chart Simulator.
Way possible. When the Super Best Friends made a series
you
on
think
Monster
this game's
Hunter,
got
they
bad
released 3
menu
40-minute
itemization
videos.
bollocks?
Most of it, and by
You ain't
that
play
I
EVE
mean
Online.
an hour and a half, was
Name me a
Pat and
game
Willie
that
yelling
keeps you in the
about
menus
numbers.
more than
And
EVE
that's
Online.
a pretty accurate depiction of what your playtime's gonna be like. It's gonna be a little bit of Cabela's Big Game Hunt, but mostly coolmathgames.com. Capcom's really banking on you liking.
I said this a little while ago. That is probably the biggest thing that puts people off. They get into the game thinking, oh yeah, dude, I'm gonna blow some monsters up with TNT. And they're like, they do the first few hunts and they're like, yeah, man, yeah, that's awesome. That's so serotonin inducing. That's great, amazing, fun. And then they get to the point where they need to upgrade their gear and they see this and they're like, damn, dude, I didn't play World of Warcraft. How do I know how to insert gems into things? What do you mean there are items that are side grades, upgrades, and diagonal grades? What do you mean I have to go and farm separate components in very specific places? What do you mean I need to understand logarithmic decision making? What do you mean that I have to figure out which menu is exactly the thing? What do you mean that I spent 100 hours in this game and completely missed 2 different menus that were pivotal to my ability to upgrade myself, which totally happened to me. I got 100 hours into the game and realized I hadn't even equipped a goddamn jewel or put any gems in my gear.
Mostly coolmathgames.com.
Admittedly, it looks complicated.
Liking
it looks complicated. Like, the menu system in the game looks complicated. but it really isn't once you understand it. Like, once you know where everything is and what means what, the actual stuff in the menus is actually stupid simple. There's just a lot to look at.
This part of the game, because if you don't, you'll end up doing no damage, or you'll become one of the Reddit virgins that
Okay,
thinks
don't
a
call me out
mega
like that.
endgame Black Dragon shouldn't be hard. Oh, and while you're there, do yourself a favor
yes,
and
the
don't
most
start
unbased
arguing
individual.
about meta sets, because that shit gets pretty violent.
Dave, what's better, full Safi or a
The 1% of the vocal the 1% vocal minority that complain the game is too hard and that balance is important in a power fantasy. This is like saying that you need to put balance into Warframe. In something where there is no competitive nature, in a game where there is no competition, in a game where there is no inherent major endgame that requires to be competitive, it doesn't matter how powerful something is to a degree. So don't you go complaining, unless it's literally impossible. People who complain about balance like that are so cringe.
Patreon Safi.
It's definitely
There's
like
true
100%.
imbalance, and then there's just
but
complaining
Elatreon
for the
gives you,
sake
like
of
the
complaining.
same element, but like more defense though.
No, dude, like it's definitely full Safi, like 100%.
No.
Wait. What's this screen? What is he looking at?
Like more defense though.
No,
But
no.
Elatreon gives you like the same element, but like more defense though.
No.
Why have I never seen this screen? Oh my god, I've just learned something new. Literally, I have about 100 hours in this game, and I never knew this screen existed, and neither I can't. Point proven. Point fucking proven. If y'all don't read, y'all gonna have a hard time.
Oh, dude, like it's definitely full Safi,
Oh
like 100%.
my
No,
god.
I know.
No, don't. Okay, I'm getting called out by chat here. Shut up. Shut the fuck. Listen, I've played this game for 100 hours. My problem is I do not read. Reading is hard, and I find the fact that you think that I'm literate to be insulting. No. Stop the react, Andy, for just a moment. You and I are talking for a second, chat. Don't you call me on this bullshit. You know that I am horrendously diagnosed with ADHD and horrendous amounts of scuff. I cannot be held accountable for having missed things that should have been in the tutorial. What am I talking about? This is literally just a skill issue. This is literally an unironic skill issue. I'm sorry.
Dude, I've
20%.
done this like a million
No,
times.
motherfucker,
Like,
I'm
just-
fighting
I've been over-
Elatreon.
How do I
I
make
need
bullshit?
these- This game's skill ceiling is so high it makes Smash Ultimate look like Melee.
true.
There is a shitload of tech that the game
It's the
never
most
tells you
aggravating
about.
part
Did
of
you
the game,
know
but it's
that you
also the
can
thing
do
that makes you
two
feel the most
elemental
satisfied when you beat
discharges
it,
with a
when you get
switch
good.
axe by clutch clawing after a mount attack? You can tackle through roars with a greatsword. You can speed up the quest board animation by holding R1. You can make a weapon that isn't a longsword.
I should have watched this video 3 years ago. Again, something else I'm like, dude, if I would have watched this video 3 years ago, maybe I'd have 5,000 hours in the game rather than just 100. I can't believe I'm trying to tell people how to enjoy this game when I barely know how to play the game myself. Oh my god, I'm gonna have a conniption! Fuck!
I mean, fuck, even arm wrestling has
Yeah,
tech.
too right.
On a controller, you
And fuck.
can hit the circle button and left mouse click at the same time, and you'll get double the inputs.
Oh, that's how you keep beating me! Quebec, I see you in my chat. That's how you beat me, isn't it, you piece of shit? You bunch of cheating, conniving, regiciding little bastards! No wonder I can barely beat any of you. You're all cheating!
That one might actually count as cheating, but what's the difference, really?
See? He knows.
Kidding. Get over here. Let's settle this like men. If I win, Safi Elatrion's better.
Oh, you know what? I'm good. I don't really want to play.
You know what? I'm cheating.
Truly peak gameplay is when you put arm wrestling
Proud of
competition in
you.
your
Which
game.
button is it?
I hear you, motherfucker. You're
Nah,
actually
I'm not
cheating.
cheating. I'm not cheating.
It's not cheating, it's called taking advantage of systemic gameplay that was in the game to begin with. You know what? I'm gonna add something to this. I'm gonna add something to this conversation. Something that hasn't been talked about in any of the videos that we've watched so far is the modding. This game, unironically, has so much moddability to it. And who doesn't enjoy playing a game about beating up monsters as 2B? Like, you telling me Like, maybe this game doesn't appeal to you in some way, but you can make the game appeal to you. Maybe hunting monsters isn't your thing. But maybe hunting monsters as a scantily clad cyborg will. Who? Maybe you didn't decide to play the game, you know, for whatever reason. But maybe realizing that there's a mod out there that can improve the game for you will. And I personally do believe, in my own sentiment, that a game that allows you to mod it, and a game that allows the community to, I'd say, improve the gameplay, or at least side grade the gameplay, and add in features and elements that adds customization ability, is something that makes Monster Hunter World specifically so much more enjoyable. I mean, god damn, you telling me you ain't looking at this and thinking, damn, that's friggin' awesome. And it just fits, it just works. And I definitely didn't choose this model for any reason other than the fact that, you know, 2B's a bit of a badass. What? Why are you looking at me like that? What? What? Don't you look at me like that. But back to the video and away from my constantly self-exposing sentiments of monster fucking and robot fucking.
And then all of these mechanics combined are accompanied by brilliantly paced power escalation. You start the game off by beating the fuck out of some lizards that are basically lining
who's watching
up
us
to
on
be
YouTube
murdered,
and play
and then you fight
Dauntless.
their dad, who's pretty much a
Stop
big
showing me this cinematic! God damn it! It's like they know that everyone who plays this game is a fucking VOR file.
pretty much a big punching bag, but he can hit you back. And then you fight Godzilla, who uses the
That's
lizard
not
dad like
Godzilla,
a
that's a
fucking
pickle.
chew toy, and then launches
Yo,
him at you.
player, I
And then
turned
you
myself
fight
into a pickle.
funny
Fucking
monkey.
funniest shit I've ever seen.
Makes Godzilla look like a punk bitch, and there's no letters in the chimpanzee alphabet that spell out the words consent form.
And I'm not here to lie to you.
To put it in there as well, you can almost make every cinematic in this game into a formula. Every time you get a cinematic in this game, it ends up being one of the older monsters that you fought that you really struggled with, getting absolutely clowned on by the newer, more stronger monster that you were supposed to be hunting. Like, oh yeah, hey look, it's that Jangaranth that literally made me into its bitch for 5 hours. Oh, and now it just got eaten. Wow, that really puts into perspective how fucked we are.
You man, this game is hard. Like really hard. These late game monsters will kick your ass, and some of them might even
That's
seem
the point.
impossible.
That's the point.
They feel like
You need that
walls designed
escalation.
to completely break down your sanity.
That's the challenge. This is what we're talking about. That's what these games are made for. You need these challenges so you get that sense of gratification and satisfaction of overcoming it, going away, upgrading your gear, learning the mechanics, learning the fundamentals, improving on yourself, knowing that you have improved and become better. Because once you've done that, that level of gratification is what fuels you to keep going. Because you want to get that again. You want to keep pushing.
But eventually, after what feels like 40 attempts,
Same mindset for Dark Souls and
you'll
learning
finally take
of
down
muscle
that
memory and
big
feeling like you're
fucking
getting
monkey.
better.
And then you realize you actually need 10 gorilla ass cheeks to make your new favorite hat, so you fight him again.
And again, and again, and it gets easier every time.
And every time you kill him, your hunt will be faster
Uh-huh.
and faster.
And that is another element that needs to be talked about as well. This game has so much replayability for the sole fact that even when you've beaten a monster, you think to yourself, I could do that quicker. Or, how would that have been if I used a different weapon? Or, what would have happened if I would have fought this with other players? So many if, ands, or buts. The scope of the game is huge. And truly, with how many diverse ways there are of playing, replayability is one of the key features of games like this.
And faster.
It doesn't matter you're doing the
And
same
that's
thing
not
over and over
because
again,
your
it's how
numbers
you
getting
do it that
bigger,
matters.
my friend. It's you, as a hunter, who's getting better. Every time you fight a monster again, you are subconsciously internalizing and learning his moveset.
Yep.
And sooner or later, you'll know his patterns like the back of your hand, and he will be your bitch.
Damn straight! We're gonna make those monsters our bitches. They're gonna be coming groveling to us on all fours going, please, Mistress Inky, don't peg us again. And you're like, but what is your tribute to prevent me from doing this to you? Yes.
And that's what I fucking love about this game, man. First of all, this fucking music.
That's some good OST right there. Capcom have always been amazing with their sound team, though. I can't think of a single Capcom game
really
that doesn't
keeps
have
me
an
coming
epic
back
OST to it.
is that special feeling you get when you finally master a fight.
It's that same feeling you get when you do a zero-hit run of Dark Souls. And I'm getting a phone call, so this is going to be really hard to edit. Oh boy! Editing this is going to be a nightmare. Got a random-ass phone call midway through this edit. Let's just keep going. Let's get this. Let's stop it. Ah! You guys are making it a nightmare, I swear. You know what? The thing that unifies everything that they've said so far, it's the feel. The game feels amazing to play. You know, even though the menus are a bit overwhelming, even though the systems are a bit much, this game feels amazing to play. And that feeling is what makes you keep playing. At least that's what keeps drawing me back anyway.
Move,
Man,
he
it's
always
beautiful.
takes a breather, which means I can probably get
Also,
a wall bang
full,
in.
but that's
Oh,
beside the
hitting
point.
Devil John here always knocks him out. Oh,
Also,
nerd
stupid sexy
spikes will
monsters.
shoot out of the hand that he raises higher. Oh, this fight is fucking terrible. Oh, my friend thinks he's fucking funny.
True.
What's so funny?
Love it.
What?
I'm running a little bit. You know?
Hey, look, it's me playing with you guys.
We can drop crystals on him here and get him to fight rats. Oh, or you could run into a bomb. He ran into the goo like a dumbass.
That one shot?
Oops.
Uh-oh.
And that's kind of what I meant
God.
earlier, right? Like, this is one of those games that you can play solo, but playing it with your friends,
Dave, I learned how to play
well,
SoCal. Dude, I
the shit
can't
posting of your
heal.
friends will make it infinitely more enjoyable.
Oh my god.
Or worse, one of the two.
Dude, I've been spamming a max potion this whole time. I'm dead.
Sounds like a skill issue, to be honest.
Very nice.
God.
Is that a swordfish on his back?
Oh, he about to get the fucking squirrel. Son of a bitch. No, I don't want
That
to
is
get
a
a
walk,
steak.
my dude.
I'm literally gonna stand in it. I want to see how bad. Yeah, you heard me. Bring it,
What
motherfucker.
is that? I don't think I've gone to that part of the game yet.
Yeah. fuck
Uh-oh,
you.
spoilers.
Oh! Did you carve the tail, Sheena?
Did it taste?
Good thing I wasn't there for
Yeah,
that
I
long,
got it.
otherwise that would have been major spoilers.
Here, it's
Oh,
chunky.
it looks like a rock.
Yeah.
That's a weird looking
Oh
rock, dude.
Jesus!
I've been duped.
I'll convince you to buy this game right now. Look at this. I'm gonna feed my monkey.
I'm gonna beat the fuck out of your monkey.
Yo, same, dude. I love beating the fuck out of people's monkeys. But personally, if you wanted to sell the game, I'd just show them petting Pookie. That's the better way of doing it.
No, stop!
The poor little monkey! Wow, he's really beating that monkey. Maybe I should censor the scene. Yo, guys, stop watching this man beat his monkey. What are you, cringe?
Oh! Oh no!
I can heal you.
I might be stunned. I'm stunned. Oh my god!
Ah, yes.
Get me
Very
outta
use
here.
of Metal Gear Solid music.
I got you.
And this is what the end game's like.
Ta-ta-ta! That's some sick looking armor. Oh, it's a dragon! I feel as though this might also be spoilers.
Oh Jesus!
I need to heal. I need to heal.
Holy shit!
I need to heal.
What is that?
Okay.
It's not a fun fight.
What the fuck?
Well, time to put on the big boy pants and get back into the mindset I'd have for raiding in World of Warcraft. We need exactly the right setup, exactly the right mechanics. We need to wipe 500 times to learn the fight. And then, only after thousands of hours of fighting will we get our sweet, sweet victory.
Oh my god!
I'm fucking dragon.
It's a good thing I'm stupid, otherwise this would be a spoiler.
Oh, no, I'm on the breeze of turkey.
What? When you climb that mountain and defeat the undefeatable
And you still don't get the fucking item you need because this game is
Well,
fucking
What do you
stupid.
mean?
Fuck this.
No, just do it again. No, just do it again. Who cares if it takes you another 10 hours to get a kill? Just do it again. This is what the game is. Do it again.
doing at quests. I'm gonna kill myself.
The most appropriate response
Thank you so
ever.
much for watching, guys. As usual,
A smite model.
I'd like to thank my patrons, which include Chef Boyardee, Papa
Okay, well, if I haven't convinced you to play Monster Hunter World by this point, well, what can I say? You're clearly not interested to begin with, and clearly unbased, and you will forever live in unbasedness. And this is the part where I tell you that we don't tolerate unbasedness in this community. If you are unbased, you'll be sent to the pit. So if you guys want to come by and join us for some sweet Monster Hunter and be based, then you can click that link in the description and maybe come by and say hi. Or you can hang around on the YouTube side of things and be part of the cool kids club that don't do that. I hope you enjoyed the video. More content coming soon. I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye!